Looks like the clock just rolled over to hit 10 o'clock, so we are ready to start tonight. Like last night, we've got a handful of breaks, but none of them are going to take very long. So we've got some memorabilia breaks and a few breaks of cards that are not a lot of cards per box. I guess that's the easiest way to say that. So let's get started. If you've not done a break with me before, you may not realize this. Well, you wouldn't if you haven't done a break with me before, but there's a few things we go through at the beginning of every break, both verbally and on screen. So we're going to start rolling through that. The first note you see here, a couple of things. One is that my feedback on eBay is completely automated. So whenever you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. No waiting on me to get caught up on feedback and all that jazz. And then the second part of this particular spreadsheet page, and the most important part, is thank you guys and girls. I appreciate everyone bidding with me and breaking with me, and those of you who come and join me and keep me company and chat and keep me on my toes. I appreciate that as well. Next up, we'll take a quick look at what is coming up in the days ahead. These are breaks that are already listed on eBay. It covers the next 5 days. And tomorrow night, you can see we have some 2016 black gold, some 2014 triple threads, and a full case of 2017 plates and patches football. Tuesday's pretty easy, 2014 black gold and a quarter case of the Panini Prestige basketball. That's the new product that was Hobby Direct, so you can't get that just anywhere. And it's a ton of cards per box, and it was 16 boxes per case. That's why we've broken it up into that smaller little section there, because it's a monster amount of cards. Wednesday night, note that we are starting earlier than normal on Wednesday night. We'll be starting to break at 9:30. We're going to do a full-size football helmet, a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures, a half case of Encased football, which comes out that day on Wednesday, and a half case of Heritage Baseball, which also comes out on Wednesday. Thursday, we've got some miscellaneous one-box breaks that cover various years there, as well as a half case of Contenders basketball. That's the first half of a new case. And then on Friday night, we've got some more autographed memorabilia, some other one-box breaks in there, and then a full case of 2017 Select football. So that's what is coming up in the days ahead, just to give you the little overview. Tonight, everything we have breaking is free shipping, and all of my free shipping stuff, it goes out once every 5 to 6 days on average. That's kind of a rolling thing. So what we're breaking tonight will most likely ship to you on Friday, which is the 2nd of March, believe it or not. And that can always be plus or minus a day. So it could go Thursday, it could go to Saturday, but I expect it to be Friday. And that applies to everything we're breaking tonight. Also, please take a moment to note what you see here on the screen. If your team is not pulled and you don't hit anything, that talks about a consolation card and when that would normally be shipped and all that stuff. So please take a moment to look at that. You'll also find more detailed information about the consolation card in the listing description. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's get rolling tonight. First up is I say that is it is a 2018, that's right, a 2018 Hit Parade Gold Signature Series baseball box. It was made for a Columbus show specifically. So, yeah, I guess obviously, the show was in 2018, so there you go. This is the first time that we have broken it. It ended tonight on eBay February the 25th, and we're live streaming it tonight as well. Team names are on the left, and your name and lights across from it as the winning bidder on the right-hand side. Few teams in here were unsold, and those are designated as no bids buyback. So if anything were to come out for one of those teams, it's gonna, hang out here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you guys, well, you saw the drill a minute ago. It'll go out to you about on Friday. Focus change, that is by design, guys. So even though the background went out of focus, it's going to be nice and pretty to look at our cards. That's the important part of this exercise here. Also, the order that you saw things listed in when I had up the page about shipping, that's also the order we're breaking in tonight. So it's this, followed by the multi-sport jersey, followed by the multi-sport cut signature product, and then 2014 museum collection and 2016 encased. And our hit in here is for the Dodgers. I got excited there for a second. I thought we might have Cody Bellinger, but we have Corey Seager. And this is Bowman Sterling. It's an on-card, and is that numbered? I guess it's not numbered. I'm not seeing a number on it. But so that is our hit out of this box. I'm trying to get it where the light isn't glaring all over it. So it is Corey Seager for the Dodgers. And I guess they made 50 of those boxes. We got number 30 of 50. So usually when I get those gold signature editions, we do them not the Columbus show specifically. They're usually, that's just some advertising thing. Yeah, for a hit parade thing. It's usually the regular gold signature. But I thought, you know what, why not try the show edition? Sometimes they have different signers in there, so... If you didn't see this a minute ago, I know people jump in and out. Please take a moment to look at it if you're in one of these breaks. It gives you information about your anticipated shipping date. Also, what happens if you don't pull something in the break. And next up is a Leaf Multisport jersey. These are a lot of fun. Could be, well, anything in there. Any sport, NASCAR included, soccer, you name it. So this is going to be one multisport jersey. We don't know what sport yet. It's going to be autographed. This is break number 2, second time we've broken it. And the spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. So for instance, if we pulled Hank Aaron, that would be last name, A, obviously. If we pulled Bryce Harper, that would be last name H, etc. So that is what we have on tap. The one that we pulled out the first time was baseball, wasn't it? I think it was. I think it was an Orioles jersey that we pulled out last week. So, but they have everything in here. They have baseball, football, basketball. They show on their marketing materials, soccer, NASCAR. I mean, you name it, it can be in here. So we'll see what we come up with tonight. Oh, this is nice. Football tonight. For the Titans. It's a little DeMarco Murray jersey. Or, well, if we can get it. Good grief. Okay. It's just, this is not the kind of bag I'm used to these being in, so sorry about that. Took me kind of a hot second there. Figure out how to get it in there. I know. So sad. This one is Beckett authenticated. So there's your paper certificate. It's also going to match up, of course, there with the little Beckett sticker on it. It's got some other kind of sticker on it as well. And there is Mr. DeMarco Murray's signature. And I'm just taking a little peek to see if it's custom. Yeah, it's custom. Every once in a while, we'll pull an authentic out of there. But this one is a custom. So DeMarco Murray is our jersey out of the multi-sport tonight. So, of course, that's going to go to last name M. That's obviously the first letter of his last name. Starts with an M. Make sure when you get this, whoever has that coming to you, make sure you look for that little paper COA before you toss out all your packing materials, because typically I will just kind of tuck that somewhere into the folds of the jersey, so you want to make sure you have it before you dump your stuff out. And once again, if you're in this break, take a quick second there to review the information about your shipping date and consolation cards if your team is not pulled. And this brings us to a couple of boxes of 2017 Leaf Sports Icons Cut Signature Edition. This is also a multi-sport product, so like our jersey, this is also sold as first letter of the last name. And, of course, as before, we can find anybody's signature in here. So, look at that. I got a typo in there. And then I'm sure that I made the same typo, like, throughout the whole thing, right? Because I always, you know what, I just cut and pasted it, and so I'm quite sure that's like everywhere. Well, I was trying to fix it and made a mess of it there. I don't know why I have a tendency to make those typos on here. I think I get in a hurry sometimes, just trying to get the spreadsheets done before the break, and then I make big typos on them. All right, so this is a 2-box break, guys. So we're going to have two, each one of these boxes is going to have one card in it. And it's going to be a cut signature, as you know. And like before, can be any sport. So let's figure out who we've got. So first up, this is Jim Langer. It is a Pro Football Hall of Famer. So this is going to go to, of course, the L bidding position, because his last name is Langer, Langer. So bidding position, last name L, our first card. Let's take a look at the second one. Oh, our second one is, oh, yeah, our second one's really nice. Our second one is Mr. Joe Namath. That is pretty sweet right there. So, of course, that's going to go to bidding position for the letter N. First name, first letter of his last name, of course, is N. So very cool of that. This is number 6 of 7, it says up here. I don't know if you can read it, but it's up there on that label. So there's 7 cut signature Joe Namaths in this product, I guess. Oh, we got somebody else on the back. Hang on. We have Ace Parker on the back. So yeah, so if we're going to have to go look at that then, because we've got an N and a P. I didn't even realize that we had somebody on the back. It's a good thing we flipped that bad boy over. Did we look at this one? Yeah. Okay, that one doesn't. And this, by the way, was 1 of 8 on the Langer. I don't think I said that a while ago. So we have Joe Namath on one side and Ace Parker on the other. So let's go back to our spreadsheet here and see if we have the same person with N and P. So bidding position N is Jess here. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the whole thing, but anyway, there you go. And P is Logic Boy. So that means we're going to have to go to random on that card, guys. I did not even know that they had cards in there with 2 different autographs. I'm really glad we flipped that over. That would have been a big hot mess later. All right, so we're going to put in the Namath first because that is on the front of the card, and that's the one we saw the first, so that's just the one that's going to go in there first. And then the second position is the Ace Parker that was on the back of the card. We're going to hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times are not going to count. It's only the 3rd time that's going to dictate who gets the card. So it doesn't matter. 3rd and final does. And there is our 3 times, our date and time stamp, and it does stay with the N, with the Joe Namath position winning. So once again, this will go to bidding position N in the cut signature with the Joe Namath on one side, Ace Parker on the other. And our second card out of here was the Jim Langer going to the L position. That will roll us into some 2014 museum collection. I had a hard time tracking that down. That's kind of getting scarce. Museum collection in general is getting a little scarce for any year, but it seems like especially the later years. Once again, guys, if you're in the break, I know many of you have seen this several times by now, but you'd be surprised how many people don't look up at it, and also people jumping in and out. So please take a minute, review the shipping, anticipated shipping dates, and also the information about what happens if you are not pulled in this break. This is one box of 2014 Topps Museum Collection. It is break number 1, first time we have broken it. And of course it ended tonight as well, February 25th. And we're live streaming it tonight, the 25th. And same format that you're accustomed to seeing by now, which is the teams on one side and winning bidders across from it on the opposite side. I like museum collection. I've always liked museum collection. I still, of course, you know, break it in baseball because Topps still has a baseball license, but can't break it in football anymore since they lost their football license in 2015. So we've got 4 mini boxes in here, and according to this, we're going to have 1 quad relic, 1 jumbo relic, 1 on-card autograph, and 1 autographed relic per box. So that means, you know, basically we're going to have 1 hit in each mini box. I mean, that's basically what that's telling you. It's just kind of a long way for them to come out and say that, but that's kind of the long and short of it. We opened some 2013, well, I thought I cut that. We opened some 2013 museum collection a couple days ago. And I got to get some more of that listed. I've got a few more boxes of 2013 on hand. And this is the only 2014 that I have on hand. Although, you know, I might pick up some more in the days ahead. If I can find it. I mean, it was really kind of hard to track down. So was 2014 Topps Triple Threads, by the way. That was also super hard to track down. All the Topps stuff, sadly, is kind of starting to be hard to find since they don't make football anymore, and their products are starting to slowly be sold out in the marketplace for football. Makes me sad. Aaron Rodgers for the Packers, numbered 250, is first out. And it looks like I have the sleeve upside down originally. That's not very helpful, is it? Next out for the Bengals, we have Jeremy Hill, followed by LaShawn McCoy for the Eagles. Whoops, I just trying to reach over there and tap my computer screen because I was going to sleep and knocked over a box. Barry Sanders for the Lions. Our hit in this pack. Hey, it's Nick Foles. How about that? Ha-ha. There's your Super Bowl winning quarterback from the Eagles coming out here. That is not the right sleeve. That card looks like it has maybe a little bit of curvature to it, just the slightest tiny little bit. I don't really even know why it would, but I guess it does have to do with the relic that's in there. But anyway, so there's your hit out of that pack, is the little Nick Foles relic for the Eagles. For the Vikings, we have Jerick McKinnon. Mike Evans for the Bucks. For the Bears, Alshon Jeffrey. Bengals again. This one is Giovanni Bernard. Steelers with Martavis Bryant. Now, who knows if Martavis Bryant's still going to be a Steeler, because, yeah, I don't know. Apparently, they're considering trade offers for him. Of course, unsurprising after the way he carried on last year about wanting to be traded. But anyway, so that is a nice, the bottom patch especially is nice. So you got a little dual relic, and that is a sticker auto. Martavis did not take a lot of time signing his name there. You just got the M and the B, but nice relic hit for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Kadeem Carey for the Bears. The pack with Devontae Adams. The Saints, Drew Brees. Our Canvas Collection card is Joe Namath for the Jets. Joe Namath kind of night, isn't it? I like these Canvas Collection cards. I think they're pretty cool. So I like that hit for the Jets. And our hit from this pack is numbered to 350. This one is an on-card signature for Kadeem Carey for the Chicago Bears. One pack left to go. For the Eagles, LaShawn McCoy. For the Broncos, Peyton Manning. LT, Lawrence Taylor, Giants. Richard Sherman for the Seahawks. And our final hit is Dante Moncrief for the Colts. That is numbered to 50 with the nice quad relic there for the Colts on the Dante Moncrief rookie hit. So to recap our hits, we have the quad relic for the Colts, Dante Moncrief. For the Bears, Kadeem Carey. For the Steelers, Martavis Bryant. For the Eagles, Nick Foles. Then the Canvas Collection, Joe Namath for the Jets. And then a numbered card for Aaron Rodgers to 50 for the Packers. So 2014 Museum Collection is all wrapped up. That's going to bring us into our last break of the night, which is a box of 2016 Encased football. And that's, mainly just kind of get us in the mood, remind us what Encased is about, and get us in the mood for Wednesday night when 2017 Encased comes out, and we're going to start busting into that. Once again on the screen, you will see the anticipated shipping date as well as information about what happens if you don't pull a card in your break. Please take a moment to look at that. If you have any questions about it, there's more detail in the listing description. And also, you can always shoot me a message on eBay as well. This is one box of 2016 Encased football. This is break number 4. So the first 2 times we broke it, we were breaking it by the case or the half case. And then this time and number 3, both of those breaks have just been single box breaks. And of course the team in there, the Browns that you see that says no bids buyback, well, that's just an orphan team. No one loved it. No one gave it a forever home. So if a Browns card comes out, it just has to join the gigantic pile of cards here that I already need to sort and haven't sorted. So and of course there is one card on top there that is a graded card. It'll be all nice and shiny and graded and ready to go. And that's my favorite one, although I have to say, as a whole, I just like this product. I think it's a super nice product, and I'm really looking forward to the new the new edition of it coming out on Wednesday for the 2017 season. One base guard, Des Bryant for the Cowboys. We have a hit for Tyler Ervin. That is numbered to 10. And that, of course, the Texans. That's an on-card auto. There's a little bit, particularly right up here, kind of in an L shape on that upper left corner and edge. Has some chipping and a little bit of wear on it. And unfortunately, that's kind of par for the course with these thicker cards. Oh, boy. This is... Oh, I am super jealous of this. This is so flipping awesome. Rod Woodson to 5 for the Steelers. And yeah, I don't even know what the Steelers sold for tonight. I don't remember. But whatever it was, this is worth it. Rod Woodson to 5 is sweet. On card, nice patch. Really nice hit. Of course, I'm a Steelers fan, so of course I'm going to think it's a really nice hit. But I do. It is really nice. Dual relic here, Pro Bowl relics, 225. We have Andrew Luck on the left, Drew Brees on the right. We'll have to go look and see if we have the same or different team owners for the Colts and the Saints, and then that will determine if that ends up going to random or not. And this is going to make the Cowboys happy. I know you'd be happier if it were signed. However, you did get little Ezekiel Elliott rookie quad materials here for the boys out of this box of Encased. So I think that's a pretty nice hit. I know you want it to be signed. I don't blame you, but at least you hit it. That we'll deal with in a minute. Let's see what we've got here. And our graded card. Oh, man. Okay. Well, he didn't make it to the roster. He's been on the practice squad or the scout team for a couple years in a row. So I don't know if he's still on the scout team. Maybe he's eventually going to make it up there. But for now, you have Moritz Boringer to 75 for the Vikings. Has a nice grade on it, at least. It's graded to 9. And I'm sure the Vikings are glad to have a hit, but you would have probably rather have been somebody other than Boringer, right? I'm guessing. So we'll recap that in a second. Let's deal with this first. Once again, we've got Colts and Saints. If that does have to go to random, it will be entered from left to right. So it would go in as Colts first and Saints second. But first, let's see what we have here in the way of this. Where are my Colts? Why can't I find them? Right there. Sting Lover 59 has the Colts. And then our Saints is Ronnie Houdat. So we are going to indeed be wandering back over here to random.org to get this card taken care of. And just like before, guys, I'm going to do the random 3 times. The first 2 times are not going to count. It is only the 3rd time that tells you who's going to end up taking the card home. So first one, ignore. Second one, ignore. Third and final. There you'll see 3 times. There's our date and time stamp, and it is going to the Saints. So the New Orleans Saints have been awarded this card by way of random. And I'm just gonna, this is in a sleeve, okay? So I'm not marking on your card. I'm writing on the sleeve, but I'm gonna circle the spot for the Saints to remind me where it goes when it's time to sort. So to recap, dual Pro Bowl relics awarded to the Saints by way of random.org. That's numbered to 25. Nice little Ezekiel Elliott rookie quad materials for the Cowboys. The beautiful Rod Woodson for my Steelers. On-card auto, nice 2-color patch numbered to 5. That is a awesome card in my opinion. And then Tyler Irvin on-card numbered to 10 for the Texans. And our graded card was for the Vikings, Moritz Boringer to 75. So that's it for tonight, guys. Once again, I thank you. I appreciate you. I hope I will catch up with you again on another break. We always have something interesting going on around here, so hopefully you'll join us again. In the meantime, I hope you have a nice start to your week tomorrow and that Monday finds you off and running with a good day. I find Mondays often set the pace, set the tone for how my week's going to go. So, and that is all for tonight. Thank you once again. We'll see you tomorrow night. Remember, we got a full case of plates and patches. My last case, too, by the way. So if you're into 2017 plates and patches, the last full case goes out tomorrow night. See you soon. Bye-bye.